So when we started this project, we knew we had to make sure everyone on the team had an intimate understanding of the kaiju genre. So we had weekly movie nights to go through a kind of cream of the crop of kaiju media. We watched the original Godzilla, the 90s Gamera trilogy, Pacific Rim, episodes of Ultraman and Ultra 7, and a whole lot more. We also then played through a ton of classic kaiju games like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, King of the Monsters 1 and 2, Rampage, and a whole lot more. And this allowed us to have kind of the same base language for discussing kaiju and tokusatsu media. However, it also allowed us to see, especially with regards to video games, what had and had not been done before, and it informed what we wanted to do. So, for example, I've played an unfathomable amount of kaiju video games. I run a blog about kaiju video games. But I couldn't help but notice that practically none of the kaiju video games that I've played have had a really in-depth narrative. And to me, that kind of went against the grain of what kaiju is about. Kaiju is about telling a story. I mean, kaiju movies typically only have about 10% of their runtime devoted to giant monster action. What's keeping people in seats is that the story around that action is engaging. So we knew that we wanted to make a kaiju game where narrative played an important role. Well, my favorite thing to do in the game is to perform massive combos that culminate in cataclysm attacks. So I generally like to build for rage generation, crit chance, and anything that builds cataclysm meter. So my favorite build for this purpose is a combo of Killer Instinct, Unforgiven, and Heavy Hitter. So Killer Instinct increases my crit chance with every kill, Unforgiven doubles my overall crit chance, and Heavy Hitter grants me extra cataclysm meter whenever I kill an enemy with Heavy Hold 1. I then re-roll all of my secondary stats to be Rage Gen and Crit Chance only, and then I usually pick Megadon and then I go to town. Every time you get an S+ rank in this game, you unlock a new color palette for one of the 4 characters. And a lot of these color palettes are homages and references to famous kaiju and tokusatsu characters. So keep an eye out and let us know if you find all the references. I think Aegis Prime would be a great pick. I mean, he can transform at will. So if I was ever stuck in traffic, I would just transform, pick up my car, and then walk to wherever I wanted to go. Which, as I say it, I mean, that sounds kind of lame. But the thing with, superpowers is you got to think about the day-to-day. You got to think about the mundane. And so I think Aegis Prime would be pretty convenient. Dawn has a ton of secrets. There are a lot of secrets in this game. And we deliberated over which one to divulge, but I'm just going to tease one, and it's that in one of the dialogue backgrounds, there is a bar, and you'll notice there's a bartender who is a lot more, detailed than everyone else. He's got an eye patch. Why he has an eye patch, who he is, what that means, I can't say, but I've already said too much. If I had a pet kaiju, I would name him or her or them Kevin. I will not be taking questions at this time.